Hello, Paul here. Uh, I've talked about this before in other videos, but I recently found another source of income. And there's 4 ways by reading one chart, uh, and you could build up a passive income 4 different ways by reading one chart. And that one chart is the S&P 500. So I'm going to explain that in today's video on how to read just the S&P and understand the chart, understand, basically just understand how it moves. And if you can get good at understanding how it moves, you can build 4 sources. Well, there's actually 5, but there's 4 sources with trading that can build income, and the 5th is just buying into it and let it grow over time. But I'm not going to count that. So there's actually 5, but you can, as far as passive, there's 4 different ways, and I'm going to go over that in today's video. The way to make 4 sources of income with the S&P 500 is doing option trading on Robinhood, and then doing it on Webull. Webull, I think it's a new one, and I haven't yet doing options on there, but I know how to do it, and it's you can do it on there. It's the same as Robinhood, just a little bit, the interface is a little bit different, and you can do it on there. And then there's also Forex, and with a certain broker, which I'll share, you can do it. You can do it with a USD base account and a Satoshi base account. So by reading the S&P 500, you can build 4 sources just by understanding how the S&P 500 moves. So I'm going to show you how to do it on each, and basically maybe give you a formula on how to read the S&P 500. Okay, so the first one I'm going to be talking about is the S&P 500 and doing it on Robinhood. Now, you can build 5 sources, basically, buy into the, if you buy into the S&P 500 and you dollar cost average over time, it will grow over time. So that's a 5th source. I'm not really going to go into that. You can go and buy the S&P 500 on a daily basis. You can dollar cost average, and over time, it grows over time usually because it's the top 500 companies in the world. But what I really want to talk about is how to build the passive income, like right now, to make passive income from it. And you do that by going to options. So you go here, you'll go to trade options, and you'll want to pick your expiration here. So if you're just starting out, and this is just my opinion, I usually do 5 to 10 days. But what this usually means is it's going to cost a lot for to extend your time, because you want to have a little bit of a balance. So I would suggest this in the beginning to extend your time and shoot for somewhere maybe around here in the $2,000 range, my opinion. And like right now, this is 8/26, so this gives you a couple days. And I would focus on getting it right on the dot. So whether it's going up or down, you focus on getting on the right on the dot there. So this strategy, when you extend out your time, will allow time just in case anything happens and you want it if the price kind of bounce back. So it allows you more time. But as you get better at reading the charts, I would suggest doing same day. So with same day, you can do the same strategy, but when you get better at reading the charts and the direction, and you can do this all with Webull too, but basically you want to do the same thing. When you do it same day, it's going to be cheaper. I think they cost around $300 to get the same. So yeah, it's about the same. So when you do it same day, it'll be $385 for one contract. So when you extend it out, it's going to be about $2,000. When you do it same day, it's about $300-ish. So when you get better at reading the S&P 500, you can do it on same day, 0 expirations. So what this will do is it'll make the price cheaper, and you'll be able to scale a lot faster. You can see right here when you find that the price is 553. So we want to shoot for a 552. 552. It's a little over $100 or 100-ish. So it's easily able to scale it. So that 2,000 you used to buy more time. Let's just see how much that would cost. That's 4 contracts. No, it's 5. It's 5 contracts. Yeah, it's about 5 contracts. So instead of buying more time, you're buying more contracts. And if you buy more contracts and you get better at reading the charts, the 5 contracts will actually pay you more. But it's same day, so you got to be really good at what you're reading and reading the charts. But if you're able to buy that 5 contracts and you look for the same, which was you'll make a lot more money. So whichever way you want to do it, but if you're a newbie to this, I would first focus on extending the contracts until you understand how it moves, and wait, see if on a daily basis you're making profit. And once you start making more frequently, you're in the green. I then would do same day zero expiration contracts. So that is Robinhood. That is the first one. The second one I'm going to talk about is Webull, and this is new to me. I came to Webull because it opens up a 4th level for me. And it's pretty simple once you get this set up. I don't have a balance yet to actually do a contract, so I'm slowly building it. But eventually I will do options on here. So it's the same here. You just go here and search. You go and search for the S&P 500. And what you want to do is you want to go to options. And the same things are here. This is, I believe the top here is same day. So this is in a 24-hour period. So this is same day. So like I was saying with Robinhood, buy them at least 5 to 10 days out, something like there. So you will want to go right here in the beginning if you're new, in my opinion. And then you have your calls on the left, your puts on the right, and you just select it. So if you did, was that 10 days? It would cost you a little bit. So you just select your put or your call, and you do the same thing. So what you want to do eventually over time is do same day expiration. So that would be, I think that's this one here. Let's see how much it would cost. Yeah. It's a little bit cheaper. So, same day. So it's about the same thing, same rules. You just got, Webull's just a little bit different to understand, but all in all, it does about the same thing as Robinhood. You can do options trading, and you could buy calls and puts with this. So this will open up, when the trade is going on and you're looking at the price, you want to do this exactly at the same time so that you're getting paid 4 different ways at exactly the same time. So you look at the chart, you look for the pattern, you put your order in Robinhood, you put your order in Webull, and then you do the third and fourth method as well. So Webull is actually a pretty good one. So I haven't yet done an option contract on yet. I'm building it up, but eventually I'm going to get to it. So the third and the fourth way is doing it on Forex. So what you want to do is, and I use this broker, and I'll put the links below if you want to use it. When you want to do this on Forex, you're going to be trading with the ticker SPX, and that is, it's the Forex version of the S&P 500. So basically, you want to sign up on this brokerage, you want to buy crypto, and you want to send it to this site, and then you open up 2 different accounts. One being a USD-based account, and the other being a Satoshi-based account. So I'll show you how to do that, but you will also need to have Trade Locker on your phone to initiate the trades. But I'm going to log in and show you how to set up two different accounts, one being a USD-based account and one being a Satoshi-based account. So once you create an account here, what you want to do is usually I buy like Litecoin, and they'll give you a deposit address, and you just send Litecoin to the address, and it comes onto the site. There are other ways to fund it, but I use crypto. Crypto is the easiest. But what you want to do, you want to create two accounts. You get the top one. You go to currency. You want to pick USD for the first one, and you want to pick Bitcoin for the second one. What this will do is it will give you two different accounts, one being in USD, one being in Satoshi, and the one in USD, whatever you choose to trade, you can trade more than the S&P 500, but whatever you choose to trade, your gains will be in Satoshi. If on the USD base account, whatever you choose to trade, your gains will be in USD. On the Satoshi base account, whatever you choose to trade, in this example, it's the S&P 500. Whatever you choose to trade, your gains will be in Satoshi. So that's the third or fourth form is by trading the S&P 500 in the Forex. So real quickly, I'm going to be going over some strategies that might help and might help the average person get more familiar with the S&P 500. Okay, so to get a better understanding and to kind of increase your chances of understanding the direction, what I do is I do my trading method, like the trading method that I do, is it's the linear line strategy. So basically, I go up here, I go to indicators, I go to linear regression by UG, UR, VU, and then I pick that one. And once I do, I hide the candles. And once I do this, and then I also load Ghost Market Pro, I have it here twice. One is the default setting, the other is the same setting, but it's the same setting, but it's in lines. So it kind of shows me the direction in more of a stochastic kind of way. And it's the same, the clouds are the same, it just shows me the everything with lines compared to what you see on the bottom, which is default. But anyway, what you want to look for is basically when you do have Ghost Market Pro and it's a paid indicator, so you want to establish the direction, which in this case it is up. You want to either look for this yellow part right here to cross, like right here, what you see right here. You see it going from down to up right here. You also see it crossing, well, it's the same thing, but you also see it crossing right here at exactly the same time. And we're looking at this on the hour, so as soon as you see this cross, you'll know that it's probably going to be going in that direction. So at this point right here, if I want to enter this trade right now, right here at this moment, we see it crossing on, well, the clouds, the same thing, but we see it go from down to up, and we also see it crossing on the linear line. This is a good chance that it's going to start going in a direction. So at this point right here is when I would do my Robinhood. I would put in my order for Robinhood. I would put in my order on Webull, and then I would go to Forex, and I would go to Trade Locker, and I would set up my. I would put my order in for a buy order for the USD base account and the Satoshi base account. So this is reading the chart once, but getting paid 4 different times for it. So this is 4 ways of making passive income by just reading the S&P 500. Now, one thing I want to talk about is when you're doing this on a Satoshi base account, reading the S&P is, to me, it's a lot easier to understand the direction of the S&P 500 compared to Bitcoin. So when you're doing this, you can actually accumulate more Satoshi over time. So it's a lot easier to understand direction of the S&P compared to Bitcoin. So you can use this strategy to kind of make more Bitcoin because, the direction of the S&P is a lot clearer than Bitcoin's direction. But that's another topic. So once you apply this, you put your order into Robinhood, you do it on Webull, then you do it on Forex with a USD base account and a Satoshi base account, and you do it all at the same time. And if you can do this all at the same time and the trade goes with you, you'll get paid 4 times for this. And each one of these methods is a scalable method, so over time you can scale up on each one of them. So those are the 4 ways of reading the S&P to make 4 levels of income. You just have to understand how the S&P 500 moves. Now there's a runner-up here that I want to talk about, and that's also dollar cost averaging into the S&P 500 over time, and that will actually grow your income. But that's not trading, that's just buying an asset. But I also buy into the thing that I'm trading. So this is really, it's 4 ways of making passive income with the S&P 500. When you dollar cost average into it, you can actually build up over time, let it grow. But anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.